see. Stress. I guess I should take some white soon, see if I got any bonus brownie spells going on yet. Maybe next week. I'll take one. See what happens. Let's just see what happens. Hello? Is it bingo time? Alright. Last chance. I guess the play and everything's over. There's not really any harm? Was that $15? Let's risk it for the biscuit. Dang. I was wondering if it was Suki. Suki! She got me. Okay, I wasn't sure if I saw Minnie there. I don't think I did, though. Alright. Is there... Okay, there's our old boo. Alright, so we didn't see Minnie at the Thunder Dance. I thought maybe we would. Or Thunder Call, I should say. Now I'm stressed, and I'm poor, and everything. The bingo luck was not on my side. Drat.
Franco!
Hi, Minnie.
Can you cover for me at the library tomorrow?
Interesting. Oh, are you taking the morning off to relax?
Not exactly. I'm going out. With my parents. They're coming to visit.
Oh.
It's just a little thing. We're going to have a meal out.
Do they know about me?
Well, they know I have a boyfriend. But I haven't told them who you are.
I guess she probably doesn't expect me to meet them, then.
I feel bad about taking a day off so close to finals.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Okay, thanks.
She kisses me and hurries off. Nah. She actually asked for help. I'm so proud. Ah, I'm getting money again. I should have just waited. Barf. I promised Minnie that I would look after her study group in the library today, so I'd better get moving. Only 1 or 2 students have arrived so far, but more will trickle in as the day goes by. I help students with their white magic. And now I'm smarter. Because I'm so good at white magic. Alright, let's read about it. Alright, so she won. Thunder Call happened. Standing in. Minnie asked me to monitor the Saturday study club for her so that she can go out for a meal with her family. And we didn't hear how that went yet, so maybe we'll find out. Oh, hello? Ball dates? Alright, let me sip my coffee. Sheesh. Okay, sleep, red, blue, green, black. There we go. No white magic class this week, because I need to sleep. Sad piano music, why? I hear someone knocking on my door.
Franco?
I get to let Minnie in.
Hi. Did everything go alright on Saturday?
Well, people did miss having you there. Especially me. But there weren't any problems. Everyone wanted to improve, so they were happy to work together.
That's good.
What about you? How did your meeting with your parents go?
Mom's worried about me. She says I'm trying too hard.
Well, of course Minnie's trying too hard. I'm constantly worried that she's going to make herself sick. Thank goodness her parents are also concerned about her well-being.
She says if I push too hard, I'll make everyone suspicious.
Suspicious?
You know, that I'm plotting against the government. I mean, that I want to change things. The powers that be don't like that.
Alright, so Minnie's mother is paranoid. I suppose she has some reason to be. I don't think anyone suspects that. Well, I can't be sure about Professor Potsdam. No one ever knows what she's thinking.
And she said she's very proud of me for what I've accomplished. but that being good at my job might not make people love me. How's that fair? How's that right? I'm trying to help everyone. I'm trying to be a leader.
Giving too much of yourself doesn't always work out the way you'd hope. Take it from me, a schemer. If you serve others all the time and never ask for anything, people will learn to take advantage of you. That will make them respect you. They'll use you, but they won't follow you because you won't inspire them. They might just take you for granted, expecting you to always be there to do the dirty work, but never grateful for it. I'm so curious what he would have said if we weren't a schemy personality there. I agreed with everything he said. Maybe I'm the schemer.
What am I supposed to do? It all comes so easily to you. You were born to lead.
Maybe I'm better at being likable, but that doesn't make me better at doing the job. Isn't that why you wanted us to be co-presidents in the first place? Different strengths. Yin and yang.
Sorry about that.
You weren't exactly wrong. I needed to learn from you to be more than just a figurehead, to actually do something with my position. Maybe you're meant to learn something from me, too.
I can't learn to be born a prince.
You're smart. You'll think of something.
Thanks. Mind if I stay around for a while?
I don't mind.
Good.
I definitely don't mind taking some extra time to cuddle with my girlfriend. This is the best way to relax. Aww, so wholesome though. Although we didn't specify what kind of cuddling we were doing. Let's see. Well, first we're gonna go study. We're gonna help others study. There we go. I can be helpful too, when I want to be. Alright, gotta send a letter. Aw, it's gonna be missing everyone. Gonna be missing people. Alright, let's see. Making Minnie relax. Minnie talked to her mother, who encouraged her not to overwork herself, though for slightly peculiar reasons. Not so much because you might die, but you might... Well, I mean, I guess it is a different kind of dying if you're found out supporting change. Let's see. Okay, let's do... just across the board, I guess. See what happens. Drink coffee while I'm in school. Someone's knocking on my door. Yoo-hoo! Franco! Professor Potsdam? Who else would say yoo-hoo? Okay, so getting us ready for our exam. Ah, nice. Minnie and I are taking a walk around campus.
It's beautiful here, isn't it?
It is.
Will you miss it when you're gone?
I'll miss a lot of things.
But you won't come back, will you?
I have responsibilities to my homeland. You know that.
I know. So do I. Just because mine are self-chosen doesn't make them any easier to lay down.
For some people, they would be. Minnie's crusade to change the world is only an obligation because she wants it to be. She could give up her quest at any time. But if she did that, she wouldn't be Minnie. You could move to Europe and fight for the rights of wild seeds there.
But I'd rather make you do that. That way we can cover more territory. I wish I could run away with you. Let you carry me off to your palace and make me a princess decked in jewels.
I don't exactly live in a palace.
Shh! Let me have my fantasy. You're the fairy tale prince I always wanted to meet. But I didn't think about the other parts of those fairy tales. I'm not willing to give up the sea for a pair of legs.
Do you mean The Little Mermaid? Because that story is very depressing. Yeah, very. The mermaid trades her tail and her voice for the power to walk on land, all for the love of a prince. But her every step is horribly painful. The prince only sees her as a friend, and she dies of a broken heart.
I was thinking of the happier versions where the mermaid lives and marries the prince. But even then, she can never return to the sea. And I can't leave. There's too much to do and no one else to do it.
Oh, boy, I don't know which one of these to do. I won't... Oh, I don't want to be like, you know... Yes, well, there's always hope that you forget this foolishness and come and see me. At the same time, I don't want it to be like, well, it was nice knowing you. I won't forget this. I'm probably overthinking this majorly. They're both probably really nice. Overthinking. Let's try them both and see what they are, because I probably won't get this option again. I have to leave, and you have to stay, but that doesn't mean that our time together has been wasted. You've made me think about so many things that I was taking for granted in my life. We can still write to each other. You can visit me. We can work together to change things for the better. You're the first... You're my first... She seems to understand what I'm trying to say and cuts me off with a kiss. It was so awkward and confusing the first time we tried that. Now it's become something I look forward to all the time. Aww. Her softness, her smile, her energy, everything about her. I'm really going to miss you.
Me too. Let's not think about it right now. We should seize the moment and enjoy it while it lasts.
Right. She snuggles up against my side. I won't forget this. Whatever happens, I'll never forget. Okay. Okay, we are gonna get a new spell, but hold on. I want to see what the other one is. Is it more hopeful, or is it just as bittersweet? I don't know. I'm just gonna ignore that. That's fine. I have to leave, and you have to stay. But that doesn't mean that there's no hope for the future. You could change things. You could rewrite the laws. You could teach others to follow in your footsteps. And then, when you've won, you could come and find me.
For a dramatic reunion with your high school sweetheart, the lost love of your past.
Well, why not? Isn't that how fairy tales are meant to end? Aw, I like that. Okay, yay. That's a lot less bittersweet. She throws her arms around me. No one knows for certain what will happen in the future, but there's no reason to believe that it always has to be sad. The other one was nice too, like with the kiss and how much he's like really going to miss her and her being his first, everything. They're both really nice. I like this one though, because it's hopeful. Professor Potsdam steps to the front of the class looking serious.
My tulips. Each one of you contains a pool of mana which nurtures and fuels your spellcraft. If you work too many spells too quickly, your resources may run dry. We have discussed how you might refill yourself by gathering the mist of the other world. There are other ways. It is possible to extend your magical energy by drawing upon your life energy. Remember, you only have so much you can give. Against a difficult challenge, it may be worth burning the candle at both ends. But without a swift victory, you will only defeat yourself.
Sacrifice. Caster expends life energy in order to gain magical energy. Costs 2 HP per MP regained. Max MP gain 10. Okay. So you have to sacrifice like 20 health. Alright. We're gonna go practice for the exam. Done and done. And we'll just leave. What was this? Any questions?
Should I ask him about that wild seed girl who died after she left the school? I don't want to step on Minnie's toes with her political plans. I don't know if she's raised the subject with him before, or she intends to keep quiet until after she graduates. He might already know the whole story. However, considering his own history, I don't think he'd be indifferent.
Ooh. This is also another, thing that could be dangerous, but I won't get the chance again.
I overheard someone talking. Rumors about something that happened last year. A student named Musette.
What about her?
I heard she was expelled and it killed her.
What? Don't be ridiculous. Yes, Miss Ellis was expelled for breaching the rules against enchanting electronics despite clear warnings. Her magic was repealed, her memories were removed, and she was shipped back to her home in North Carolina, never to return. Most decidedly alive.
What I heard was that she had some kind of health problem that was being treated by magic, so without it...
Any such issue would have been handled during the expulsion process.
I don't know. It was just a rumor.
Oh god. Grabby, look into this, man! Come on!
But does anyone check on students who've left the school to see how they're settling in?
I do not know. Once they leave the school, they are no longer my responsibility.
They were part of our world. Shouldn't they still be our responsibility?
Enough! This is not your kingdom. You do not command here. As for this rumor you have heard, it is nothing but fearful imaginings.
Yes, sir. I should have stopped earlier. He doesn't want to face the possibility that he might have left a wild seed girl to die. Well, I know he has a temper. Maybe he'll think it over again once he's calmed down.
Yeah, I'm like, I know that it made him upset and he was going to vehemently deny everything, but when he's cooled off, he might think about it and be like, I know I said it was a rumor, but I'm gonna actually just look into this real quick and then might discover something. Well, I'm gonna leave it as oops that unless Minnie just suddenly gets expelled for no good reason. Did I do the best future?
Minnie and I talked about how our responsibilities will keep us apart. But while I will be tied to the woods forever, there's always a chance that if she succeeds in her quest to change Wildseed's policies in America, she could leave to be with me.
It could happen. I didn't write down about Musette in my diary, just in case anyone reads this. Potsdam. I didn't get a chance to buy my thing. I waited too long. Oh well. I'm sure we'll do fine. Let's take a couple whites and just see what happens. Might learn a couple more spells. Today, we are going to learn a combined technique. Please pay attention because this spell can be a bit dangerous. Complex white spells can require you to break off a tiny piece of your own magic and spin it together into a new self.
She holds out her hand and a tiny spark lifts up from her palm, glowing brightly. That light begins to move back and forth, tracing out a complex pattern in only a few centimeters of space. It moves so swiftly that it seems to be in all places at once, forming a shape that looks solid enough to touch.
A spirit, born from your own mind, not quite alive, but a bit more than just the spell. With such a sliver of spirit, you can create magic that thinks that can do a little more than you told it to.
She wiggles her fingers and the shape flutters up into the air, bouncing off the ceiling before taking up a perch on the wall.
The spell I am going to teach you takes a bit of force, red magic, and sends it off on its own little quest. This bit of magic will flutter from place to place, searching until it finds another spirit nearby. And then...
She snaps her fingers and the little glowing shape bursts apart and disappears.
It delivers a little sting. This is not a powerful attack, but it is an attack, so you should be careful. Since by design it can wander off and sting someone you have never seen and don't know is there, it might hit an ally. A sting behaves like a quick flying creature which seeks the nearest target. It will not pass through walls, but may cross holes. If it does not sense any spirits nearby, in your current dungeon realm, for example, it will quietly fade away. Therefore, you might even use it as a guide to point you in the direction of your nearest opponent.
Seeker Sting. Creates a missile that seeks out the nearest sentient creature other than the caster and does 3 to 5 damage. If you use that in the exam, would it hurt your teammates instead of the thing you're trying to fight? Someone is knocking on my door. Oh, exam schedule? Oh, I didn't learn any more spells. Alright. It's the final exam. Ba-da-da-da. 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 Okay. Let's start with some awareness. Okay, there's the room in the middle. Let's try going this way. Okay, the Hodag is not here. I could use my new Seeker Sting. What's my mana like? There it is. Go, little buddy. Oh, it does do that. Okay. Well, at least I know that. So it's really not useful in the final exam. Okay. Well, that's kind of butts. Anyway, awareness. Okay, so no Hodag here. No jelly yet. Ah, the Hodag's here. Well, he hasn't come to find us yet. Oh, Mr. Jelly, where are you? There it is. True sight. Is our entrance really where the Hodag is? Barf. Man. We might be able to trap him. I'll have to see. Okay, it's up to you guys. I could try casting communication, but I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, it's just mine. Okay. I don't know if I have enough mana to do all the things I'd like to do. If I had my my charm, maybe. Yeah, we'll just have to kill the jelly this time. Let's see. Crush, big jelly, and blast. Ow. Ooh, Luke, you don't have a lot of mana left. We'll see if this is gonna be enough. He's really standing in front of it, isn't it? Wow. What a butt. Where'd he go? What? Oh, he walked. You big dum-dum. Just in case. I don't want to be followed. Yeah. Bye. Okay, thank goodness. Examine the apparatus, place the crystal. Examine the apparatus. Oh, good. He had just enough. Woo! Donald. And me. There we go. We find ourselves standing in the sunlight on the main quad.
Congratulations, all of you! You have successfully completed your freshman year. That will be 5 merits for each of you. Now, go and relax. You have a dance coming up to enjoy.
She walks away humming a little tune. We did it, bro. We're done. Aww. Tonight I want to make Minnie feel like a princess. As her escort, how should I dress? Yeah. Although, should I break tradition and actually be dressed like a prince? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna break tradition just for our girl today. I can't wait to see what she's wearing. Ooh. As for myself, I feel a tingle in the back of my mind. She's calling me. Following Minnie's signal, I step away from the crowd of overly excited teenagers and walk back in the direction of Butterfly Hall. I turn a corner and am confronted with a beautiful vision. Ooh, let's look at you. Oh, so pretty. You got the gloves and everything. You look lovely. I'm glad we went with the formal robes for her.
Hi.
You look amazing. Simultaneously demure and delectable. Franco, stop. Oh my goodness. The elegant lines of her dress cover much more of her than some of the outfits I saw in front of the gym, but at the same time, the shining fabric slides so closely over her skin. That dress looks so pure, I'm afraid touching it would make it dirty.
Don't be afraid. You look very handsome.
Thank you. Let's wait a little while before we go in. I want to make a grand entrance.
All right.
I hope she likes the surprise I have planned for her. You have a surprise planned? What have you done, Franco? I'm so excited. The school gym has been not transformed, but certainly redecorated. Colorful streamers cover the walls and ceiling, giving the room the atmosphere of a festival pavilion. The stage is covered with flowers and ivy. Overhead, translucent rainbow spheres float lazily through the air, bobbing about like enormous soap bubbles that never burst. A faceted silver ball turns in place, scattering reflections across the floor. The girl standing on the stage, I believe that's Corinna, a senior from Snake Hall, wears a long white dress and a wreath of flowers and silver stars. She is the Queen of the May, and we are her court. After the couple in front of me pays their homage, it's our turn. Step by step, hand in hand, we process across the floor up to the stage. I squeeze Minnie's hand tightly, anticipating what will happen next. Did he ask Potsum to use his real name in the announcement? When we have reached the feet of the Queen, we bow our heads in the prescribed homage. Overhead, an echoing voice, Potsum's boosted by magic, calls out our names for the assembly. Yes! Oh my gosh! This boy's so bold! Including my real name, complete with list of titles. The face from Corinna. What is it? Why don't I get to hear this? Excuse. I have walked among you in disguise, Your Majesty, in order to learn the hearts of America from the inside. Her face. I hold up Minnie's hand in mine. And I have found a heart worthy of my voyage. I can hear murmurs starting up among the attendees as they try to make sense of what's happening. The May Queen quickly regains her poise.
Be welcome.
Thank you. I twitch my hand, signaling to Minnie that we should nod and withdraw. We take our place along the outer walls. She looks at me, her shimmering brown eyes filled with questions. Shh! Not yet. Let's watch the promenade. Despite any disruption we may have caused, new dancers continue to enter. Name after name, velvet robes and silk dresses and fine suits and silver spangles, on and on they come. The very last person to walk up the aisle is a girl with pale freckled skin and hair that shades from blonde to pink. Instead of curtsying before the stage, she walks up the stairs to kneel before the queen. Corinna removes her flowered crown and places it on the head of the other girl.
I present to you, Laurel Aster, Princess of the May. Let there be feasting and music and dance in her honor.
Everyone applauds and then the music begins. The floor fills with partners spinning this way and that. I see Donald and Ellen together, passing on the waltz in favor of something more modern. The May Queen herself has left the stage and is now dancing with a much larger girl whose skin is tinted green. And Minnie is staring at me.
Why did you do that? You were so worried about keeping your secret.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore, does it? I'm leaving. I don't have to worry anymore about people being nice to me for the wrong reasons.
But you wanted everyone to pay attention to you tonight.
No, I want them to pay attention to you. You were worried that people didn't like you enough, or took you for granted and thought you were boring. Now you're part of a romantic fairy tale and everyone knows it. And if they want to know more about me, they have to ask you, because I'm not leaving your side tonight.
Oh. I still wish you'd warn me.
I wanted it to be a surprise. I hope I didn't upset you.
Not really, it was just... I don't like surprises. I don't know how to react.
I'm sorry. I'll try to remember that in the future.
What about the future?
That I shouldn't send you any extravagant presents without telling you ahead of time.
Please don't send me an elephant.
An elephant! I hadn't thought of an elephant. Minnie leans her forehead against mine, laughing quietly. Do you want to dance now, or are you too tired?
I had all yesterday to sleep, remember?
I hope you didn't miss your portrait.
I managed. Pastel woke me up.
Are things better between the two of you now?
Oh, it wasn't really about me. Don't worry about it. You don't really want to talk about Pastel, do you?
No, not really.
So what do you want to do?
I can recognize a hint. With one hand behind my back, I make a graceful bow. May I have this dance?
Yes!
I take Minnie in my arms and move into a formal waltz position. She has clearly been trained just as I have, and we move easily through the steps, even adding a few extra twirls that makes the smooth silk of her skirt swish against my legs. The song ends and we stand there smiling at each other. The next piece which starts is much faster.
Ready to try freestyle?
I don't know what that means.
It means no rules, no steps. Just move your body however you feel.
She throws her arms up, punching at the air and swaying her hips. Just for a moment, I picture her doing that with a pair of pom-poms, cheerleader style. Then I grin and join in the fun. I may not know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm not going to let that stop me. All around us, people are laughing, dancing, spinning, and sparkling. This is how my year ends. I will never forget. That was so sweet and so much fun. My goodness. What a girl. That was really, really good. Wolf Hall Freshman Class Co-President, Coral Bass. I was just 100% scheming. I somehow lost my flirtatiousness and everything along the way. 100% exam success. Nice. Mini romance. So, was America good for you? Donald. Hey, what's that behind you? Made you look. Luke Pfeiffer. And...
You will always be my Prince Charming. Love, Minnie.
That is so sweet. Alright. Let's see what the epilogue is. My toes root in the earth and the wind whispers half-forgotten phrases. Even the shadows are warm. Here, in my element, I sense someone approaching without needing to look.
There is a message for you.
Oh, it's a letter from Minnie. I slice open the envelope and unfold the letter.
To my mysterious prince.
So mysterious. I'm so bummed we don't get to learn his real name, though. Drat. He'll forever be Franco Franco. Forevermore. Oh my goodness, that was great. I loved that route. I think that might be my favorite of the main routes so far, which I was not expecting. I really thought Minnie and Franco were going to have too much of a personality clash, but they really made it work as leaders. I don't know about the future. It all depends on how things work out with her. But like she is like married to her cause basically, and he's like literally inseparable from his homeland and responsibilities. But if you believe in romantic fairy tales, mayhaps things could work out. They would make a really good team ruling together. Just saying, it would be quite something. Yeah, definitely my favorite of the main routes. I'm trying to figure out if she's my favorite overall yet. She's up there. She's probably in the top 3. Oh man, I gotta think about it some more. I'll wait until I've done her friendship end and her bad ending and kind of marinate with the thoughts. But yeah, I'd be curious to hear if you guys know where she is on your list. But either way, thank you very much for joining me for Minnie's route. It was super awesome. I enjoyed everything about it. I am so surprised that Kyo left us alone and Jacob was not a threat. In the end, it was Pastel of all people. What the heck? That was so unexpected. Oh, man. Exhausting. Anyway. Hopefully I will see you guys for the friendship ending. Thanks again for joining me, and until next time, I will see you later.